55% state of charge. And
Jesus. Okay, I'm just praying out loud. Oh, wow. Yeah. Wow.
so again, we're
Wow.
no hesitation.
All right. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's such a blast. You're not. Okay, Dave, we're going fast. Let's slow down. Slow down.
This is really nice.
I think this is the first time I've been more scared than my passenger.
Huh? No. You scared me good back there. You made me bump my funny bone on the armrest over there. So.
All right, hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Driven Dave here, and
Dave squared.
Yeah, we got double Dave. This is my buddy Dave, and so he just let me film in his car. He's got a Mazda RX8, so look for that video. It's probably already on the channel by the time you see this, but do give that a watch. And so I said, hey, let's hop in my Tesla. First, I just kind of wanted to show him the power, and then he's going to drive for the first time. So, and you've been in a Tesla, but you've never driven.
Right.
Okay, cool. And I was explaining to Dave, maybe my least favorite thing about owning a Tesla or an electric car in general is that you lose horsepower. And I think that's a bummer. And I know the internet is going to, light up in flames, and I'm going to be in trouble for saying that, but I don't like that. So anyway, we're at 55% state of charge. We are rolling in the 2022 Model 3 long range, all-wheel drive. Yeah, the nerd.
I just don't know what it means.
Yeah, so this is the dual motor, Dave.
Okay.
And so this is not the fast one. This is just the long range one.
Okay.
With all-wheel drive.
All right.
But I do have the acceleration boost. But we're sitting at 55% state of charge. And
Jesus. Okay, I'm just praying out loud. Oh, wow. Yeah. Wow.
So again, we're
wow.
We're
that's why. Bravo. Yep.
So again,
nice.
So again, we are missing some horses because we don't have enough juice.
I'm glad, because I would have peed my pants.
It's like, it's pretty quick.
Oh, jeez. That'll put your head back.
It's good to kind of.
I see what you were talking about with you wanted more low end from the Mazda. You didn't get it.
Yeah. I mean, this car, when it's.
That's nice.
When it's got more juice, it jumps.
Yep.
Like, it jumps.
Like a rabbit.
I'll give you just a little dig from down low. Nobody behind us. Let's go. See, that wasn't that explosive.
I liked it from about 30 miles an hour.
Yeah, that was surprising.
That was pretty surprising.
Yeah.
You got me, Dave.
So it's weird if you just roll into it. It's,
yeah.
It's not much, but if you just pin it, it's pretty fun. And the traction control in this car is pretty impressive.
Yeah. I didn't hear a chirp.
Well, when I first pinned it, we were taking a turn.
Right.
So, and that's one thing that Tesla does really well.
Nice.
Is it just grabs right out of the corner.
Yeah.
So.
Nice.
So in any case.
Surprise!
Surprise, Dave. Yeah, there's that pink Camaro. Yeah. And again, if we had more power, it would be more fun. But
wow, that's already a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's pretty good. So anyway, let me find a good spot, Dave, and then let you.
And we'll switch it up.
Yeah, I'll let you check it out. Let's see.
I'm shaking. I'm actually shaking. That's actually wow.
Yeah, and that is the party trick of a Tesla.
It's funny. You did tell me you were going to show me a little bit of the power, and I didn't have a clue.
Yeah, I mean, it's always kind of surprising because you get in the car and it's like, yeah, okay, whatever. It's
Sunday afternoon. Let's go for a drive.
Just
a whammo.
Yeah, but unfortunately, that's kind of the, and again, I know the internet is gonna just fillet me for this, but I mean, in stock form, that's kind of where the fun ends. you know, it does that really well, and it is a really good chassis. It handles well, but it's like, it's not fun the way your RX8 is. But it's just got, you know, it's got that party trick.
Wow, yeah, it's almost like a go-kart.
Yeah, you know, my friend Nate, who just texted me, you know, he bought one of these, and he was talking about how it's almost like an electric drill. You know, you just like, you pull the trigger and it, and that is kind of what it feels like to drive. It just goes. You know, there's no hesitation.
All right. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, it's such a blast.
Wow.
But I don't do that very often because I want my tires to last, and
right.
you know, and I don't want to get pulled over. I suppose over here is okay.
Sure.
Just trying to avoid too much gravel. But
Yeah.
we'll do this. All right, Dave. We'll do the whole switcheroo here.
Okay.
All right. So Dave, a couple things. First of all, make yourself comfortable.
Okay.
Because you're not as tall as me. So do whatever. Yeah. Do whatever you need to do there. And feel free to adjust the mirrors however you like. And normally on a Tesla first timer video, I'm generally not very helpful, but I'll be helpful today. Would you like to change the side mirrors?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so
how do you do that?
There, mirrors. So it's all done with this. So if you look over there, oh wait, yeah, sorry, I was wrong. Yeah, you got it.
Nice. Joystick.
And then and then adjust right. There you go.
Yeah. It's easier than setting the VCR to record.
Yeah, piece of cake. And then as far as dynamics are concerned, so we've got it on sport mode. We've got heavy steering.
Heavy steering meaning?
The feeling of that.
Okay.
Which I like. It's just a little bit more aggressive. Now I took some.
They've got a mode for you, Dave. Creepy mode.
Excellent. Now I took a little bit. There was somebody in the comments, and I really appreciate all the comments I get, especially the stuff that, you know, is intended to be helpful. And there was one that said, like, you know, you really shouldn't let people drive your car with, you know, full regenerative braking. You know, it's dangerous and this and that. Now, I actually, and that was a very good comment that was made, and it was from, I believe, a Prius driver.
Okay.
You know, with like a plug-in Prius. Now, the plug-in Prius is very different than the Tesla. And actually, if you look at the settings here for dynamics and controls, there really are no kind of adjustments for the regenerative braking. So it's always,
What's this?
so that when you're at a high state of charge, like 99%,
Okay.
you can't do regenerative braking. So this can Star Trek.
Nerdy stuff.
Replicate.
There we go. There we are.
Yeah. This can replicate regenerative braking with the brake pads.
Gotcha.
But basically, folks, what I'm getting at is it's always the same. Okay. So, and are you familiar with regen braking?
No.
You know what that is? Okay.
No.
So the first thing I want you to do, Dave, like when we set off,
Yeah.
is, you know, just drive normally, and then I want you to just like lightly get off the accelerator pedal, and then the car is going to start decelerating.
Gotcha.
You know, and so that's the regenerative braking.
Okay.
And there, as you can see, there is no actual adjustment for that. You can change the stopping mode. So the way I have it is I have it set for hold, so that basically like it'll just auto hold. Once you stop, you can let off the brake, and it keeps the brakes applied. But that's it. Everything else is going to be just, you know, it's got regen brakes.
Okay.
And the regenerative braking uses the motors basically to capture some energy and slow the car down.
I'm sorry to all the people who already own a Tesla that already knew all that.
Yeah.
I've never touched one. So.
And then the rest of the people that fell asleep during my
Right?
explanation.
Where's the gear shift? Where's the drive? Where do I put it into drive?
Okay, so again, normally I would not be helpful. And actually for this part, I'm not going to be helpful.
Okay.
So I'm just going to let you figure out how to get us to set off here. Okay, so far so good. The car started up.
So I just slide it over?
No.
No. Okay. Okay.
There
maybe
you go.
I got it into there.
There
we
you go.
Okay.
Okay, good. So yeah, so again, the first thing is just kind of get comfortable with the.
I'm just gonna ignore the tech and just drive.
Okay. It's just the regen thing you can't ignore.
Gotcha.
And I will tell you, should you put your turn signals on, you will have cameras that come up here so that you can see.
Okay.
But don't worry about that. We're not turning.
So this is regenerative braking. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
See what I'm talking about?
Can you turn that off?
No.
You can't.
No.
Oh, I don't like that.
And then of course, like, the brakes are the brakes. So
if
if you need to use the brakes, use the brakes.
no, okay. So all right.
Yeah.
So
but-
that's coast.
Yeah. So basically, coasting.
So this is drive-by-wire kind of.
Yes. So
Okay.
coasting basically becomes like you're not. Okay, Dave, we're going fast. Let's slow down. Slow down. More. The other thing that's a little weird, just so you know, since there's no speedometer in front of you
Yeah.
and there's no engine noise,
Yeah. It's hard to know how
it gets
fast you're
going
going.
faster than, like, you get going fast.
Yeah. No kidding.
So, get to know her first.
Sure. I'm just trying out your heavy steering here.
Yeah. And also we're
Can you switch it to in the middle, or do you have to stop to do that?
Yeah, I can change the steering if you want.
Would you change it to medium so I can try that?
Sure. Controls, dynamics,
The standard?
standard.
Okay. And then light? I like the light.
Okay.
It's kind of twitchy,
But
but
yeah, just be aware that
yeah.
even though the brakes are very strong, they're not maybe as strong as you think. And we're going pretty fast.
Yeah, the brakes are okay.
Yeah, but they're not
They're a
as,
little like mushy almost.
they're not as confidence inspiring as they should be for how heavy this car is. I bought new pads, I haven't put them on yet, so please don't crash.
I won't.
Okay, slow her down.
It's like rails.
Yeah, it's really good.
Wow, this is great, Dave.
Okay,
I'll take one.
okay, I'm scared.
Really?
Yeah.
You were doing faster than that in my Mazda, weren't you?
No, we were doing 60.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
What? I wasn't even done yet.
I know.
There's still more left.
I'm just saying this car is faster than you realize.
Oh, yeah. Holy. And there's a bicyclist, so I should probably. So I feel what you're meaning about the curves. Well, there's some fun stuff there. Gosh, it doesn't feel like 71.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I was like, you're going faster than you think.
But I do feel the roll, like the SUV
Yeah.
feel it. It's kind of that top heavy roll that
Yeah.
you get around a corner. That it's obviously not an off-camber turn, but it feels like one.
Yeah,
That you almost have to step on it mid-turn to get that to go away.
yeah.
Almost like a Porsche.
And it is all-wheel drive.
Well, there's that too.
That's
I'm
another-
getting used to. I'm sorry to make you nervous, Dave.
I just,
But there wasn't anything in front of me.
I
so-
never push it this hard.
Oh.
I also woke up at 4 a.m, so my nerves are a little, a little whack.
Gotcha.
But yeah, she's fun, isn't she?
Oh, that is definitely fun.
Yeah.
I could very easily get a ticket in that.
Yeah. And that's, and I think that's where, like, I think electric cars, particularly Teslas, get a lot of criticism. But people don't realize, what monsters these cars actually are, in terms of performance.
Yeah.
And again, like, this car is not set up for performance.
It's not?
No.
Jeez.
I mean, I think it needs more suspension. I think it needs more brakes, more tire.
I'll agree with the brakes.
The
The
brakes.
suspension, if we could get some anti-roll in there, that'd be nice.
It's just, it's a little too mushy.
Yeah.
But granted, like, this car has 80,000 miles.
Okay.
So she's not fresh anymore. Although, like, it drives as I always remembered it. It doesn't feel any different to me.
Woof.
And the power
That's
is...
fun. Sorry, that's fun.
No, that's what it's all about, man. The power is the power.
And these are some wide sweepers.
Yeah.
Like I could see this doing okay around 80 around this turn. And
Yeah,
maybe 50 around the next turn.
It probably would. You just have more courage than I do.
Little known fact, I used to ride a motorcycle.
Oh, okay.
And so I know about twisties and how much fun they can be.
Oh, they're a hoot.
This reminds me of Tucson in a lot of ways. If you've ever been to Tucson, there's a nice drive up to Mount Lemmon. It's like
Really?
this. Yeah. And then you're going from basically sea level up to what? 18,000 feet.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's a pretty long drive.
I love Tucson.
It's a dry heat.
Oh, it definitely is. I only spent like a little bit of time there. A buddy of mine got married, and so we drove down there, and it was great.
Should we turn around?
Yeah, I guess find.
Where did you do it at?
Well,
Did we already pass that?
I think we passed that.
Oh,
but-
okay. All right.
But just find a spot.
I'll find
Oh,
it.
there's a turnout in a quarter
There
mile.
we go. Perfect.
So,
And he's going to use it because he knows. He knows what's up.
yeah. But yeah, I mean, not what
This
you
is fun.
not what
I
you
mean,
expected.
No, I was expecting a very boring thing.
Yeah.
So.
No, but I mean, it does handle well. It does stop.
There's your
well.
cameras.
Yep.
That's cool. How's it cornering? There we go.
Yeah. Pretty good.
Good turning radius.
Yeah, it really is. Like, in terms of like an everyday car, a car that you can take your family to Vegas in, and also do crazy stuff like this. We're going fast. That's the only thing that scares me about the car is just like, I feel like it doesn't have enough brakes.
No, it's good. I mean, I'm getting the feel of it.
Yeah. I'm just telling you, it runs out, Dave.
Okay.
It runs out.
Okay.
The way I have it set up.
I see it.
Yeah.
Mid corner starts
Yeah.
to run out.
Yeah.
It's like a little bit of like a fade almost.
Yes.
Okay.
And again, I don't have the most high performance tires on the car, so.
Okay. You want me to settle down a little?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, fine.
I mean, it's super fun. I just worry about grip.
Sure. Gosh, sorry. It's just so easy.
I know.
It's you just breathe on it and then you're gone.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. You almost have to like recalibrate your mind.
Yep.
So, and it's not so much that like it's not so much that I don't trust you as a driver. I just don't trust you with this car.
No, I understand that.
You know what I mean? Like, just because of there's no sound.
Right.
And that, if you're not used to like high performance EVs, that's the weirdest thing.
Like if you have an R1, a Yamaha R1 is a sport bike,
Yeah.
you can roll a wheelie on in third gear,
Jeez.
fourth gear, and fifth gear if you
Wow.
want. And that kind of get the same sensation with this, where
Okay.
if you just roll it on, you could roll a wheelie in this thing,
Yeah.
or you could roll off a cliff. So I
Right.
understand the slide areas, a problem thing,
Yeah.
apex, and then your exit. So I think it's the power delivery that you need to be careful with when you're braking. to brake early
Yeah.
and then accelerate through the curve
Yeah. Yeah.
and not hit the truck who's
Whew.
picking up branches. Yeah. I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah.
And I only need one hand because you put it on the light steering mode.
Yeah.
I don't need to grip.
Yeah.
I didn't need to brake with my foot for that. Just,
Yeah, the regen thing is cool.
you have to get used to it.
Okay. I woke up too early, Dave. I scare too easy.
Oh, this is great.
It's true.
This is really nice.
I think this is the first time I've been more scared than my passenger.
Huh? No. You scared me good back there. You made me bump my funny bone on the armrest over there. So,
You know, the thing that just makes me nervous, you know, as a passenger and as a driver is just the number of the speed.
oh, that's just a number.
I think about the impact. Yeah, and that's what this car does so quickly. Is just it just builds speed like it builds speed like a rocket. And this isn't the fast one.
Wow.
That's, you know, and that's what's crazy. So if you can believe it, Dave, you can buy one of these now used for like 25.
25K.
25K.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man.
So
Anybody want to buy a Mazda?
yeah,
I'll
and-
turn my Tesla bright yellow and call it the second sunshine.
Yeah. You know, and people talk about like, oh, you know, the batteries and this and that. Oh. Okay. I'm scared.
Don't be.
Slow down, Dave.
I got you. I got you. It's physics, man.
I know. That's why I'm freaking out.
Now this is a blind corner. And if you can't see the car in front of you around a blind corner,
Yeah.
that's a bad idea. Waiting to happen.
You're a more performance-oriented driver than I realized, Dave.
You want to do a take two in the Mazda?
I think I'm good.
Okay. I'd say get coffee after this, but you might not need it.
Yeah, I think I'm awake.
Okay, I'm done. I'm done being stupid now.
Wow.
That's
Wow.
super fun.
Wow.
It's such a rush
Yeah.
to just go. It's like you were doing that. How fast were you going when you stepped on it for me?
I think I was doing about 30.
Around a corner.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
I actually enjoyed more of the roll on around.
yeah.
And if you're not even, yeah, I feel the jumpiness of it.
Yeah.
But if you roll that on nice and smooth, like let me try that again. If I roll that on nice
Yeah.
and smooth around the corner.
Oh yeah, it's great.
Yeah, that's great.
That's really good. And it's like you can really feel like the power going to the
Just
wheel.
takes some practice, yeah.
Yeah.
The all-wheel drive is what really keeps it stable.
Yeah. Now, when I rode in the Model S Plaid, which is more than twice as fast as this car, like,
Don't give me one of those.
no. I mean, I couldn't believe it, Dave. And, you know, I got back into this car, and I was like, oh my God, it's so slow.
No wonder you were disappointed with the Mazda, because that low-end torque is just non-existent.
Yeah, and in this car, it's just,
Even when you were in the top end, it was sort of like, compared to this,
yeah.
it took a millennium for it to get up to revs.
Oh, yeah. It was just kind of like,
It's
come on.
comparing apples to oranges completely.
yeah.
Two different beasts.
I mean, this is like a blender compared to a
Yeah.
whisk.
Yeah.
You know, like it's, you know, and I think arguably the RX8 is more fun and more visceral. You know, and this is more of like a surgical instrument. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
Like, yeah, this can do some like stupid stuff.
Well, now that we're in this futuristic vehicle, like, you know, there's a new Mazda SUV coming out that is going to use, or there's talk about it using a rotary engine as a range extender.
Interesting.
Yeah, which I think is kind of counterintuitive to what the engine is. You know, it's kind of not the greatest environmentally friendly combustion chamber, but they're going to use it as a range extender for an EV. Like that doesn't
Wow.
that doesn't make sense to me. So I
Yeah.
don't know what Mazda is doing. There's been talk forever about there being an RX9, and I don't think Mazda is ever going to do that. So I hope they do.
Yeah.
I'd be first in line, but man, it better have muscles like this, and it better have cornering
Yeah.
out the wazoo for it to be competitive with some of the other vehicles that you can spend your money on.
Yeah.
So maybe they're taking their time to do it right, or they're just not going to do it.
Well,
So
you
we'll
know,
see.
I've always kind of thought Mazda is kind of like the Saab of Japan. You know, they're like, okay, we see what everybody else is doing,
Yeah.
and we're not going to do exactly what everybody else is
Right.
doing. This is how we do it.
Yeah.
You know, and the people that love us are going to love that.
Yeah.
You know, and to me, I've always found that very endearing about Mazda. But yeah, they just kind of do it. They do it their way.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you know, every time I ride in the passenger seat of this car, I'm just kind of like,
Mike Gleason.
yeah, that's where he lived. I am always just kind of shocked. Like, I can't.
I was shocked.
It's like, I can't believe this is the car that takes me to work.
Oh, you're so
You know,
lucky.
I mean, but like,
And why haven't we come up with that? Why did it take us this long to come up with something like this?
oh, like,
I feel like this should have been around
like this,
four decades ago.
this kind of car.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. You know, comment down below.
Right?
We're gonna break the internet. Yeah, I mean, you know, they say that the design concept of this car was,
Good slalom.
yeah, it was to give the user, you know, maximum enjoyment out of the things that are most important. You know.
Wow. I'm thoroughly maximum enjoyed right now.
Yeah.
This was fun.
Because yeah, one thing was like comfort.
Yeah, the seats are comfy.
The stereo, and the acceleration and handling.
Right.
You know, like everything that you touch should be fun, or you know, enjoyable.
Yeah.
And actually, my friend John, who's a tubist, was part of the design team for this.
Get out.
Yeah.
Wow.
So-
Give him a slap on the back next time
Yeah.
and tell him how much you scared me. And how much I scared you.
Yes. Oh, I think mainly me. I'm gonna need a beverage after this, and not caffeinated.
Depends.
Yeah. Check. Well, Dave, thank you for
Yeah.
for
Super fun.
taking us out for a spin in my car.
Super fun.
And
What do you call this car? Do you have a name for it?
Yes. So, you know, there are a lot of cringy things associated with Teslas.
That's a so middle school word.
Oh, and so like the guy that delivered the car to me, he was like, "So, what are you going to name it?" And I couldn't have rolled my eyes any harder. And I was like,
Can
just pull up in the shade there.
Okay.
I could not have, like, I think I vomited in my mouth when he said that. What are you going to name it? I'm like, oh. It's like, yeah, just go up to the end.
End. Right.
Yeah. It's like, what are you going to name it? Ugh. Come on. You know,
Well,
but there is a spot in the car where you can name it.
really?
Yeah. So that way, like, when you look at your app, you can see, like, if you have multiple Teslas, you can just tap on the name of your Tesla, you know, and like when it's in service, it'll tell you. So, you know, my wife and I, like, we went through a period where we really enjoyed Van Damme movies, right? And so we have a minivan, and we ended up naming it Van Damme, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then I thought, like, it would be nice to have some sort of a funny actor kind of name for this car.
Right.
And then it hit me. Scene Diesel. This, with the accent. Like,
Right.
So like without diesel.
Nice.
Not because, and I didn't, just to be clear, I didn't buy this.
Is it good?
Yeah, that's fine. I didn't buy this car as some sort of, now careful of the curb here. It's hard to, yeah, you're good. You know, yeah, perfect. And then just hit that button.
Automatic parking.
Yep, hit that, and you're good. It's in park. Brake is on.
Nice.
But yeah, so like I mean, I'm all about not burning gas. He's
Oh,
smiling.
like that
He's
was
happy.
that was fun. That was really
There's
fun.
the thumbnail. But yeah. So, but I just thought seeing diesel was kind of
My
fun.
cousin Mark took me for a ride in upstate New York.
Yeah.
In a Porsche, I want to say 911 or maybe a 930.
Yeah.
The one with the whale's tail.
Right.
And we were on a Cloverleaf, and he took me around all four corners of the Cloverleaf.
Oh wow.
And we were cooking.
Yeah.
I mean, this is like that.
Yeah.
This really cooks.
Yeah.
So,
She boogies.
yep. Thanks, Dave. That was
No,
fun.
thank you, Dave. That was a hoot. And I guess I'll just show you a couple other things.
Sure.
Just while we're at it, you
Sure.
know.
Yeah.
I like the toy box. I always like to show the emissions testing.
Fart on demand.
So, you know. So it's perfect. And, you know, fart on turn signal is kind of fun. So if you...
Yes!
It's so stupid.
That one sounded a little wet.
And of course,
With the Twitter,
Yeah.
did you
Yeah.
have to program all that? Is
No,
it, just,
I mean,
it does it automatically?
that's all
Oh,
factory.
that's factory stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my
Or you
gosh.
can fart on demand, press the left scroll wheel. You know.
Yeah,
So I mean, that's necessary.
that is.
The boombox, it has a megaphone, so you can actually sound kind of like Darth Vader. You can change the horn sound, which is kind of fun. Of course, the light show is really fun at night. It does a whole thing. Windows go up and down, trunk, and all kinds of stuff.
Oh, now here's one for us, Dave.
Oh, the romance. Yeah. You know, my friend Sean
Where's
and
a
I...
careless whisper when
Yeah.
you need it?
Yeah. Well, I think I don't know if it plays that. It plays something.
You could overdub that.
Yeah, and of course you can make, you know, you're a musician, you know.
Oh no.
You know, even though you play tuba.
Hey,
But, you know, we can make our own mix here. It's stupid. But still, it's kind of neat, and I'm sure... Yeah.
nice.
How do I get out of this? This is
Composition 101. Hey, look, there's a flute.
terrible. Yeah, that's better. I don't need that. Sketchpad, I mean, you can do, you know, you can write on the screen.
Driven with Dave.
Dave's scared.
Dave squared.
What else does it do? And of course, like, you can change the map to like the surface of Mars.
Nice.
I mean, it does all kinds of stupid stuff. And those are some of them. And of course, the arcade is kind of fun. So you've got all these different games you can play. Like Beach Buggy Racing is my personal favorite, and my son. And we hook up a controller and we race each other. So that's great.
Fun.
What else am I forgetting? And of course, like the theater. If you want to go to the theater,
Yes. Let's
you
watch
know.
Driven with Dave.
Yes, you can go to the YouTubes, and you can pull up. See, look, you got.
Behind me, I have my 2004
9.
Mazda RX8. And I have to say that I've absolutely loved owning this car.
But yeah,
Yeah.
so there it is. You know, and this is what I think if there's something I love the most about this car, it would be getting to a gig early and watching TV.
Yep.
Like, that part I love.
Yep.
And as you can see, really high quality screen. You got this beautiful entertainment. You know, see if I can find some. Now, I like nerding out with Dave here because,
Nice.
you know,
Yeah.
I doubt this is a copyright issue to listen to one of their live videos like this one and show you just a little bit of the stereo because it is quite good. Bad recording, but
Good tune.
oh yeah. Great hair. Good mullets, both of those gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, the 80s. In case.
I was always enamored with Sam and Scott and their breathing shenanigans. They would always have these conversations about the breathing plan
Really?
And oh yeah, and just you're gonna breathe there, you're gonna breathe there, you're gonna breathe there. It's always back and forth. And then when you listen to their recordings, it's seamless.
Yeah.
You know, it's all those conversations that they had about where are you gonna do it? Well, I don't know, where are you gonna do it? You know, it was great.
And he's talking about Scott Hartman on trombone and Sam Palafian on tuba. And Empire Brass Quintet, check them out if you haven't. You know, if you want some really good brass quintet. Oh,
What's that? Steely Dan.
yeah, which of course is copyright, but I think we'll be okay just for 2 seconds. Yeah, little Deacon Blues never hurt anybody. I love Steely Dan. And yeah, and there's karaoke. You can.
Can you actually have a Zoom meeting in your car?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, which is, you know, I don't do, but.
That's so pandemic.
Yeah, it is. Funny thing enough, though, like I bought this car in 2022, and I don't think the Zoom thing was installed yet. You know, and that's one thing that's kind of interesting about the car is that it's constantly evolving with the over-the-air updates, which.
Yeah, they're beta testing you.
But I mean, it's great. The car just kind of keeps getting better. So
Yeah.
I do like that. I'm not trying to be Mr. Tesla fanboy. I'm just telling you what I like about it, and I genuinely.
So I'm getting a really good education on the vehicle and all its features.
Yeah.
I had no idea that you had all those bells and whistles.
Yeah, and they just added Amazon Music and YouTube Music.
Yeah, I like the dash cam.
Yeah, the dash cam is great, you know, and that gives you, you know, so you can see like, you know, like earlier, like did somebody hit my car, you know? So it activated while I was in the parking garage, and
Wow,
you know, and you can check all the cameras,
that's great.
you know. Sorry, lady.
Her fanny pack must have bumped into you.
Yeah.
She's
Well, it
driving. She's driving one of those Ionics.
Yeah, well, it was funny because like I did a gig. I was doing one down at like the Irvine Spectrum, you know,
Yeah.
mall or whatever. And I mean, these Model 3s are a dime a dozen down there. I mean,
Okay.
in Irvine, you kind of have to have a Tesla. I mean,
All
it's,
right.
in order to get into the city. so like I'm in the garage, and I get back to my car, and I had only had it, 2-3 months at that point. So I was checking the dash cam like a
Constantly.
hawk, you know, like,
Yeah.
wait, new recordings. What the heck happened? And this lady's like trying to open my rear door.
Oh,
She thought it was her car. Because it just looks like, and at
that will
point,
never happen with my Mazda.
yeah. And it's, and I had the factory wheel covers. I mean,
Yeah.
it was just another midnight silver metallic.
That's happened to my wife before.
Yeah.
Honda CR-V is pretty popular.
Yes.
It might have even been the wrong year. She tried to get into somebody else's car. So
Yeah.
it's happened on both ends.
Yeah.
So somebody's tried to get into
Yeah.
her car and she's done the same.
Well, and funny,
So it's nice to have something that you drive that's unique
Yeah.
and enjoyable to you, and
Yes.
this is you. This screams you.
Yeah.
Like that's when I'm sitting in your seat, I'm like, now I understand Dave even more.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, and
then-
you've watched the channel. Now you're seeing, like,
Right,
this is
yeah.
where the magic happens.
Yeah, well, and like this thing, and I don't even know what this is.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's cool. It's very cool.
Yeah. But
Thanks,
I mean-
thanks for having me on the show. man.
Oh, thank you, Dave, and thanks for watching, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I appreciate all of you out there, but like especially, it's cool people I know that actually watch my stuff. Like that means so much to me, and just wanted to thank you and thanks for sharing your car with us, and that is so fun. So
It's fun.
yeah, man. Well, comment down below. Please show some love to Dave. Thank him for scaring me to death today. And probably driving this car the way it should be, because like I said, I haven't had quite this much courage. So
But your straight line stuff is scary enough.
yeah,
That's
I mean,
for sure.
I'm definitely I do the straight lines. All right, man. Well, thank you
Peace.
again, Dave. Thank you everybody for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Stay driven.